How's it going, everyone? And welcome. We're going to play some Flesh and Blood live. We're still kind of, figuring out how to get these live stream properly set up. I still need a good place to put the second mic here, or not second mic, the second webcam.
Second camera. Yeah.
It's really tricky for those of you who don't know. Getting two webcams to work between OBS and Discord is a huge pain in the butt because both of them, neither of them like it. They're like, nah, dude, what are you doing? So they don't work. We had to jury rig it real quick. So Az is super tiny on his screen up top, but he's here. You can see him. He's up there.
You can see if you really look. If you're watching on a high definition screen, you'll be able to see my little face in the corner here.
Yeah.
Above my graveyard on the board state.
Yep.
But yeah, it should be fun.
Yeah, I got 4 decks to play today. Rocking my Viserai shirt, even though I'm probably not going to be playing Viserai today. I don't have a Viserai deck currently. Well, sort of. I sort of have a Viserai deck. I have 4 decks, but I'm mostly going to be playing 3 of them. We might only have time for 2 games here, but we'll see. Obviously, we have Lexi. Maybe my #1 favorite hero. I'm not sure. We also have this Dash. This Dash is really cool because this is the Dash deck that I'm playing at the Goliath Gauntlet Invitational. Except I pared it down into Blitz. Goliath Gauntlet is CC. We're not going to play with that one though because I don't want to spoil anything. You got to see the match between me and Mr. Stephen Cookus DM Armada.
Yeah, nice.
Yeah, and
we're playing Blitz games today as well.
Yeah, playing some Blitz.
Just because they're quicker games, and we want to play. Yeah, well, obviously, you want to play with multiple heroes. I've only got the 1 deck made up at the moment because I'm just an Azalea simp, and I have to rep the glorious leader in all shapes and sizes on all people's streams and what have you. I hear potato bark in the background.
Oh yeah, you can hear her. You know what? I bet that might actually be the UPS truck because I'm expecting my spoiler card.
Of course, yeah.
Yeah, here, you know what? If you want to talk with chat for just a second, let me go see if it's my spoiler card. I'm not going to obviously show it off, but...
Yeah, go for it, yeah.
Yeah. Also, by the way, I do have an Azalea deck as well. So I'll be right back. We're going to see. We're going to see if it's my spoiler
card. Cool. So, welcome to Red Zone Rogue stream. I'm your host for today. My name's Az. No, not really. But yeah, it should be good fun playing some Blitz. If you're in the chat, I can see there's 15 of you in there. Say hello. Make sure you like this video. Do all that good stuff. But yeah, say hello in the chat. That'll be absolutely fantastic. But yeah, I think Potato, Kel's dog, is barking at the UPS package, which could be Kel's spoiler card for Dynasty. For people that are aware of the spoilers that have been coming out, I was given this, obviously, the Sandscour Great Bow, which is what I'm going to be playing with today. To what success? I don't know, because obviously it doesn't have. I don't have any aim counters yet, so we'll see what happens.
Want to say hi to everyone before we start playing?
Hey? Oh, can't
say
hear.
Hi to the stream, Potato. Bark, bark, bark.
Where?
Bark,
I can't see.
You hear barking?
I'm not in real time.
It's this. This is the barking. This is the barking.
Oh, I can only see your. Board state. I can't see the dog. So if you put the dog on the board state, maybe that would work. But I don't know. Oh, I can see it. I can see it now on the actual stream. It's a little bit delayed, but there we go. Nice.
All right.
Lovely.
Let's rock. I did not have my spoiler card. Well, UPS didn't show up. She was just barking at some random stuff, as you do. All right. So Az, I will let you choose. Yep. Choose your fate. Who do you want to play against? Icelander, Dromai, Lexi, or Azalea? We can start off with a Ranger mirror match. We can.
Yeah, let's just do your Lexi against my Azalea.
Sweet.
Let's do that.
All right.
Cool.
I want to eventually get all these signed. So I have Federico sign this Lexi, and then I have Icelander with Steve Argyle's signature.
Yeah, that's pretty nice.
I need to find Kate Fox and get her to sign Dromai. Though I need to get a cold foil Dromai. This is just a rainbow foiled one.
Yeah.
Just a rainbow.
Pretty nice
foil.
though.
Yeah. Maybe I should try to quickly buy a cold foil Lexi before Worlds, and then I can play. I can get Federico to sign it.
Yeah, that'd be nice. He's there as well, isn't he?
Yeah,
Federico's there.
Yeah, I don't know if he's going to be the only artist there, but he's the only one who's been announced at least. So.
Yeah.
Make sure you can see my equipment. So I'm running New Horizon, Tunic, Snapdragon, and Bullseye. You know, as you do. As you do. I also have in my loadout, I do have Dreadboard. This is actually the deck that I brought to the Calling Vegas Team Sealed, or the team, not Team Sealed, Team Blitz. And so this was kind of like my deck. I really haven't changed it since then. I teched Dreadboard in against Oldham, and it actually won me a game against Oldham, which is sweet. I've also got like Shock Charmers, Heart of Ice. I really love this deck. This is like one of my favorite decks. It's
yeah. I think I remember playing it actually a while back. It's like a no fuse version, isn't it?
Yeah. This is no fuse.
Yeah.
There are some like potential fusions, but that's like not the point.
Yeah.
Playtime says, didn't Kate Fox do Mask of Momentum? I don't know. I have to go look. I love her art though. Like, I really love this Dromai. It speaks to me.
Yeah.
And
but yeah, actually, there was a lot of chat that I missed. I was literally saying, "Oh, say hello in the chat, do this, do that," and I didn't see it. And now suddenly it's all here. I was like, "Oh, people are saying hello, hello, governor."
Yeah, that's my awful British, like stereotypical British accent, right?
Yeah. Cody is saying hello in the chat. That'll be fantastic. Yeah. So hello. Guile theme. Guile theme actually tunes into a couple of my stuff every now and again. Yeah, exactly. I was thinking that. So yeah, I'm going to say this as well. I'm playing with the new bow as well, which I spoiled recently, which you probably would have all seen. To what extent, I don't know whether it's going to be very good. I just goldfished it for a little bit, and it does seem to be quite cool, the fact that you can go one card deeper without actually having to put the card in your arsenal. It just says, look at the top, and you can put a card from your hand or the top of your deck into your arsenal, which is quite nice. So you can cross-wrap and the bow on the same turn to look at two things, potentially, go too deep, which is nice. But the aim counters, obviously, we don't know what they do yet. So that whole synergy is not going to be in here, obviously, because the aim counters don't exist yet. So
that is for true. I'd like to note that I'm operating at almost maximum flex. This is 90% flex. So we have cold foil New Horizons, cold foil Bullseye Bracers, cold foil Snapdragons, only rainbow foil Tunic. I do have a cold foil one, but I did not bust it out. And then I also have cold foil Voltaire. And then this signed Lexi. I also have this art-proof Lexi from Federico, but we're going to use the signed one right now. This is that's a good thing
about token heroes, isn't it? If you get them, certain ones made or altered, they're just token heroes really at the end of the day. So as long as you ask your opponent or your judge or whatever, can I use this?
Yeah.
They'll be like, yeah, that's fine.
Yeah, I actually literally had this at at the Calling in Vegas, and I was like, are you cool if I use this Lexi? I said that every game, and everyone's like, yeah, sure, whatever. I'm like, I have the real one if you need to see. Like,
exactly. Yeah.
Yeah. Since this is like one of my favorite decks ever, I really like tricked it out. So it's almost all foil. Almost all foil. Mm-hmm. Not quite.
Nice.
But, all right. Are we ready to jam?
Cool. Yeah. So just want to mention as well to anyone who has or doesn't understand why I have this, I was the person who spoiled it, by the way.
Yeah. Yes.
So Rotor Roller in the chat is saying, "Oh, the new bow." Yes, I only have this because I was the person who spoiled it.
Hell yeah.
I didn't acquire it through any other means.
As a notorious black market flesh and blood seller or buyer, I guess.
Yeah. Azdean, trader of cards.
Yeah. Someone should do some fan art of that. Azdean.
Yeah. I could pull it off, I reckon. Just as like a disgusting, dirty merchant in the dregs of the pits.
Do you want to do evens or odds?
I'll go odds.
That is a 1, so you get to choose.
I'll go first then.
Sounds good. Sounds good. What do you speculate aim counter does? Overpower or something? I think the aim counter makes it difficult for the opponent to block, and I think it will be relevant either on arrows, which I think is less likely, but kind of likely, But I think it might be explained on like a hero or a piece of equipment. I'm hoping a piece of equipment so Azalea could use it, like a chess piece, like a good ranger chess piece. That's like, you know, arrows you control with aim counters on them can't be blocked by cards from hand or something like that.
That seems to be the general consensus, is adding evasion to arrows. But obviously, me and Jim discussed this a little bit on the Azalea cult recently, is that obviously counters do not have any text. They're not like tokens. Tokens like Frostbite and Quicken will have mechanics attached to them. Counters don't. Counters need another card which says remove aim counters, or like steam counters, like stuff like that. They need other cards for it to be enabled.
Yep.
So we'll see what happens.
You need a card to reference it, basically, tell you what it does.
Exactly. Yeah. That's right.
Which gives it a lot of space. We have someone in chat asking what the back of the card looks like if it's double-sided on your bow.
Oh, it's just a normal flesh and blood back.
Yeah, I'm pretty sure this is. You have a Marvel version that can be found in booster packs. Like you can get that in booster packs.
Two versions there. They're, for the chat, they actually know they can see this because it's the board state. But yeah, I've got two versions. But yeah, I've drew 4, so I'm going first, am I?
Yeah, let's rock and roll, man.
Okay, right. So we will.
Don't forget your tunic.
Activate.
Don't forget your tunic trigger.
That's right. Yeah, that's right. Yeah. Way.
Oh, so let me get my life total out there too.
I've been playing so much Talishar. It does it for you. It's just like, oh, you forget when you can't forget in real life.
Yeah, man, it's a crutch. It's a crutch.
It is a crutch. Yeah. So I'm going to activate said bow by pitching a snatch to look at the top card. Okay.
Oh yeah, hey, wait. Can you read out what your bow does for everyone in chat so they know?
Yeah, so it's as a once per turn action, you can pay 1 to look at the top card of your deck. Then you may put an arrow card from your hand or the top of your deck face up into your arsenal and go again. And then whenever an arrow is put face up in arsenal from your deck, you put an aim counter on it. So obviously that part of the text doesn't really matter.
It's pretty sweet, honestly. I think it's like pseudo card draw, right? Because it almost if you arsenal an arrow, it's almost like drawing a card.
Yeah.
It's really interesting. Yeah.
It is pretty cool, yeah. So basically what I'm going to do is I'm going to follow up with this text. So I'm going to put a card from my hand or the top into my arsenal. So I'm just going to use a card in my hand, face up. It's going to be an endless arrow.
It's pretty good one.
But then what I'm going to do is I'm going to activate Azalea to put this card into my arsenal. It's a command and conquer.
Okay.
But I'll just do that for the sake of it, and then I'll pitch a read the glide path yellow to play this command and conquer out of my arsenal.
Yep. Let's go ahead and I could have a nice turn. I think I'm gonna block with a blue headshot and a pathing helix for 6 there.
Cool. Yep, that's fully blocked, and then I'll just arsenal a card and then draw.
Sweet. I'm gonna go ahead and tunic. Oh, I draw up 2, by the way. Drop at the end of the turn. I think we can do some stuff. All right, so let's go ahead and start out by activating Voltaire for the first time. We're gonna be pitching this yellow Bolton shot, float 1. We're gonna drop a pathing helix into the arsenal. Mode is gonna be go again for Voltaire. So let's go ahead and shoot off 4, go again, and then on hit, if I have no cards in my arsenal, I can put a card from my hand face down into my arsenal.
Cool, so that's, okay. For 4, yeah?
Yep, 4 with go again, and then it has that on hit effect of kind of a reload, but not technically reload.
Okay. I'll block 6 with a bolt and shot and a sleep dart.
Okay, sounds good. Let's see. I could do this, or I could just do this. I think I'm just gonna go for the big wombo, big mamba. We're just gonna enlighten strike, tucking my last card. Mode is gonna be +2, so it's just gonna be coming in for 7.
Mm-hmm. Is it worth just conserving life this early?
sounds like a lot of folks are like in the same boat with us, like forgetting tunic triggers. Hey man, like I do that so much. I don't know. I do it so much. In a like other card games, you draw at the start of your turn, and so normally I'd put like a little something up on the top of my deck to remind me. But in Flesh and Blood, you draw at the end of your turn, so it's like, yeah.
That's right. Yeah, I see someone in the chat saying I'm going to make a play mat that says "Don't forget your triggers."
A bunch of arrows, just a bunch of arrows, just pointed.
Yeah,
at
just
it.
like ding, 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 ding. Yeah.
Yeah. Make it so.
Okay, so still got a card in the arse.
Just packing it right in, right in there.
And what have you got in hand after this?
Nothing. I'm spent. Yep. So this is
okay.
this is a 7 Enlightened Strike, no go again. I technically have a resource floating, but I have no way to do anything with it. So.
Okay.
Yep.
Fine.
So just 7.
Cool. I will block for 6 with a Knock, Death Whistle, and the red and the ledger. You'll be glad to see go.
Nice.
So I will just take 1 from that.
Excellent. Okay. I'm just gonna go ahead and clean up my turn and pass on over to you, my friend. Bottom and draw.
The aforementioned tunic trigger ticks up to 2.
Yes. Yeah.
Then I'm going to activate my cross wrap to flip up this battering bolt to opt 1.
Okay. Yeah.
That can go to the bottom. And then I'm going to activate Azalea blindly because I can't use this battering bolt. So I might as well just see what's going in here. It's a Read the Glide Path, which is a nice buff card for next turn, but then I'm going to say pass and draw 4.
Okay, sounds good, man. I'll go ahead and take up my tunic as well. I think we can have a pretty sweet turn here. So what I think I'm going to do... Oh, it's so red heavy. That's one of the problems with Ranger. At least the way I build Ranger is super greedy. It's like so many reds.
Greed.
Yeah, man. So many reds. I could do it. I think I'm gonna, but I'm just gonna demand basically your whole hand here. Okay, so what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna activate Voltaire for the first time this turn. We are going to pay for it by pitching this fatigue shot. It's a red fatigue shot. We're gonna put Light It Up into the arsenal face up. The mode is going to be +1 from Voltaire, not go again, so it's +1. And then I would like to shoot you with this Light It Up with +1, pitching this red endless arrow, and I am going to fuse it with this lightning press. So to read everything that's going on here, so this is, it gets +1 from Voltaire, so it's coming in for 5 base. If it was fused and if it hits a hero, it deals 1 damage to that hero for each equipment they control. And then if it deals damage to a hero equal to or greater than the number of equipment they control lose and can't gain activated abilities until your next turn. And I just revealed a Lightning Press. So it's coming in for 5 base, and Lightning Press is in my hand.
Yeah, so that needs to be blocked out fully, Ray, doesn't it? Let's be honest.
Maybe.
That's not very nice. And you just revealed the Lightning Press, which is going to give it +1.
This is a red Lightning Press, so it's +3.
+3, so I need to block 8 then.
Yeah.
Ideally.
Yeah, right. I'm basically threatening 8, like that, you know. Yeah.
Yeah, that's right.
But I mean, I have nothing else in my hand. This is my only card. So
if it hits me, it then does an extra 4 damage.
Yeah, it'll do. If it at least deals 1, it'll ping you for another 4. So this is technically, I'm technically threatening. What, 8, 12? I'm threatening 12 damage total here.
12.
Because it would be 5 from Light It Up, plus the press, plus 4 from your equipment, and then you couldn't use your equipment, so you couldn't activate your tunic, any of the things. You couldn't activate any of them as well.
Okay, so if it hits me for the full amount and I just don't block, and I try and come back harder next turn, it's going to do 12 damage to me, and I can't activate any equipments.
Correct. Yep. You'll still get you'll still get a counter on your tunic because it's not an activated ability. I think it's just like a automated ability or whatever, triggered ability. Yeah. But you can't use it for the resource, and you can't activate your skullbone or your bracers or your boots.
Thinking of whether I should just block it all, because you still you don't have to pump it.
Yeah, that's the thing though, right? Like like I mean, we're just having a friendly game here. So like here's the trick. Like you could either overblock it unless you have a defense reaction. You could either block it for 9, I assume, like three block cards, or you can take it. Because if you only block it for 6, I'll almost assuredly do lightning press. And the thing is if you overblock it, then I won't lightning press, and I'll just arsenal this thing for next turn.
Yeah.
So yeah, that's why I kind of like this big play, going for the lighted up plus the lightning press instead of trying to do like an endless arrow or something. If this fatigue shot was blue, it would have been a super nice turn, because I would have given the lighted up go again and then crundled on in with the endless arrow.
I think this is blitz, so I'm just going to say sod it and take the damage and see if I can crack up.
I love it. Hey man, that's me. I'm just like, take it, bring it on. All right, so you're gonna end up. So I'm not gonna pump. So what's gonna happen is you'll take 5 and then another 4 from the equipment or from the on hit effect.
Cool. So I'm on 10 life.
Yeah, and then I'm gonna go pass priority to you and arsenal and clean up my turn.
Wow. Okay. Cool. Lovely old job.
Bottom. Draw up.
Okay, right. So, just have to hope for the best, I reckon.
Ooh.
So, tunic triggers, but I can't use it. So I can't use my equipment this turn.
Yeah. You can't use any activated ability, so you get the counter, but you can't use it.
Can't use them. All of these are activated abilities, so I can't use any of them. That's fine. Okay,
Yeah,
cool.
anything that says action or instant with a little hyphen after it, that's an activated ability.
Okay. Right, so let's play out this read the glide path then. So next arrow gets +3, opt 1.
Mm-hmm.
Oh, holy moly. Okay. Should we leave that on top? We're going to leave that on top.
Ooh, okay. Holy moly good, not holy moly bad.
Yeah. Okay, so then we're going to play a take aim. So next arrow gets +3.
Okay, yeah, setting up for a big boy arrow.
And then we can reload if we want to. So do I want to reload? I'm going to say no, I think. I'm going to say no to the reload. So currently on the stack we have +6 to our next arrow attack.
Yeah.
Then we're going to... then we're going to play a 3 of a kind.
Ooh, let's go.
Yeah, pitching a yellow. So I've got 1 floating to draw 3 cards.
Sweet.
And now I can only play cards from my arsenal.
Yep.
But I still have an activation of the Sandscar Great Bow.
Yep.
So I'll use the 1 floating to activate the Great Bow to look at the top card. And then put a card from my hand or the top into my arsenal. With an aim counter, but in this case it won't matter because I don't have any aim counter things. And then we're going to put in a... Do we do that or that? That's the thing. I think this will be better. Yeah, put red in the ledger in there.
Okay.
And then we will pitch 1 card, pitch a battering bolt to come in with this for 11.
Oof. Okay.
And obviously, if it hits, you can only play 1 action next turn.
That's actually really rough because I don't think I can block 11. I don't think I can block 11.
Yeah, maybe. It's a tempo stealer.
Well, maybe. All right. I think I have a plan. And that plan is going to be taking a lot of damage, basically.
Yeah.
Let me think about what I want to block with. I think I want to block... Well, So it only lets you take 1 action, but I can play instants, though, because instants are not actions, yeah?
That's right, yeah.
Okay.
So you could still lightning press an attack.
Yeah.
But then you have to get that attack into your arsenal as well. And that's 1 action.
Well, actually, Voltaire is an instant.
Oh, Voltaire's an instant. Yeah, sorry, that's right.
Yeah. So Voltaire kind of helps get around this. If it was
a little bit.
If it was literally like Death Dealer, I'd be so screwed because you couldn't even load an arrow. Like you'd load an arrow and then have to pass.
Exactly. Yeah. It turns out that Red and the Ledger is actually very good in the Azalea mirror match. As
Yeah.
I experienced yesterday.
Yeah. All right. Okay. So you're at 9. Yeah.
Oh, 10.
You're at 10. Yeah. You took 9 last time. Yeah. You're at 10. And this is coming in for 11.
Yeah.
So I could just take this and we can just even it up, make it like even Stevens. I kind of want to do that and be like the greediest man of all time.
You must have some good, if you're taking 11 damage and you can only play one action next turn, you must have one decent arrow plus a load of reactions that you can do to make it better, because you can only essentially play one card with Red Ledger hitting you. So
I have a lot of instants. This deck actually
impressive.
This deck actually runs a lot of instants. It runs. You saw the lightning press.
Rain Razors and stuff. Yeah, of course.
But yeah, it runs Rain Razors and Art of War. Voltaire's an instant. So I actually have a decent amount of instant effects. I'm just gonna.
Should have chose a different arrow. God damn it.
So I'm actually just gonna eat this and go down to 9. I'll take 11.
Jeez.
Yeah, let's do it. Let's do it. You take the hit. I take the hit. This is how Rangers work. We don't block here.
Exactly.
Yo, we have Reardon Delmiro in chat, the Flesh and Blood artist, or just artist in general, but he also does Flesh and Blood stuff, and it's awesome. Yeah.
Always go for greed, they're saying as well. Fantastic.
Hell yeah, man. All right, Az, you ready for this?
Yes, I'm arsenaling and pass. You'll go.
Okay.
I'm ready for
you know what? I think I might have been hoisted by my own petard.
Because you only got one action still.
All right, so I'm going to put a counter on my tunic. Well, here's the thing. I didn't realize this. Here's the thing. I was gonna turn my card face up with Lexi to give my additional arsenal slot. I can't do that.
That's your action.
Because that's the only action I can do. Oh no! I was gonna smack you for like 12, man. Okay, so that really sucks. Yeah. Because you only have an extra arsenal slot if you have a face-up card in your arsenal.
Absolutely, yeah.
Yeah, man, hoisted. All right, so I'm going to activate Lexi to turn up this lightning press to give my next attack go again. And then I cannot do any more actions. I can do some instants, but unfortunately I can't fire off an arrow at instant speed, so that's kind of a bummer.
If only.
So instead... man, this is rough. I'm gonna arsenal... this card. Do I want to arsenal this card? Yeah, I'll arsenal this card and pass to you, man.
Okay. On the end of your turn, I will memorial ground the Red and the Ledger back on top of my deck.
Okay, yeah. Let's go, man.
Let's go. So yeah, I'll do that. Joshua Scott in the chat. Doesn't he represent LSS? Joshua Scott.
Maybe.
Or was that somebody else?
It might be that Joshua Scott.
Saying good to see Azalea putting the new bow to use already. Yeah, absolutely, Josh. It's cool. I've had a few activations. It would be better to know what the aim counters do to evaluate it properly, but we will see what happens with that. But I'm very excited either way. Right, so that's on the top. Now it's my go.
It's hard to say who is who with just a name, but if it is the Joshua Scott from Legend Story Studios, how's it going, man? I hope to see you at Worlds.
Yeah, exactly.
We had a great chat at the PT1, at the booth area, coverage booth area. He's a super great dude. And for those of you who don't know, I think he's like the head judge and also like rules manager or something like that. Pretty cool stuff. All right, man.
And if you're in the chat as well, let us know if you're going to Worlds.
Hell yeah, man.
Put in the chat if you're going to Worlds. Anyway, what am I doing with this?
I would wager that you're probably going to dominate me with that with that Red in the Ledger if I had to guess.
Yeah, probably. I'm just thinking whether I can do anything else instead, as well as even. This is where I think in Blitz, Snapdragons are better than Perch Grapplers. I think. I
mean, they're just free, and if Blitz games last like 3 turns, like. It depends on the matchup, because I have in my loadout, I have where are they? Oh, I think they're in my Azalea deck. Well, my loadout's supposed to have Perch Grapplers, but they are literally only for the 2-block. I bring in Perch Grapplers and Ironhide Gauntlets against Benji.
Yeah, I think in this situation right now, it could be like a one-off thing, but Snappies would enable a massive turn in comparison to what I can do now instead.
Well, I'm very thankful that you don't have it, so I don't get absolutely crunched here. Caden says...
Oh, no, wait, maybe I can actually do something differently. I think I can.
Do we know if the expansion sets are set to have starter decks or only main sets? I'm pretty sure expansion sets do not have starter decks. I'm pretty sure it's only main sets. They haven't specifically said that, but I would imagine it's only main sets. So those starter decks for expansion sets would be super cool, because they usually have really like fun heroes, like really weird and fun heroes, like KO or Benji or Genus or whatever.
Yeah, exactly.
Joshua Scott says, "We'll definitely catch you at Worlds. It'll be an event to remember." Hell yeah, man! I'm so excited for Worlds.
Absolutely, yeah.
Oh, yeah. I'm so stoked. Hearing that the professor will be there as well is super excited.
Yeah.
Yeah. I only found out a couple days ago when he told me, because I'm gonna help him dust up. Dust up is that the right word?
Yeah.
Train up on Flesh and Blood this weekend. We're gonna play some games and get him ready for Worlds to jam some games with everyone. Yeah, it's gonna be awesome.
Yeah, good stuff. Does he know what hero he wants to play or anything yet? Has he got that far yet or not? Do you think?
I don't want to speak for him, but I'm pretty sure Dash is like his favorite character.
Oh, lovely old job.
Yeah.
Cool. Until a merfolk comes out, then he'll be all over it.
Right.
Anyway, right. So I think I'm going to do this. Let's see how this works. It could go wrong, but we'll see. So I'm going to pitch a knock the death whistle to the Perch Grapplers to give all of my arrows go again from the arsenal for turn.
All right, man. Yeah. So your Perch Grapplers are destroyed.
Yep. So I've got one floating as a result of that. Then I'm going to activate Azalea to give Red in the Ledger dominate and go again. So absolute Starvo vibes going on here.
It's not +2, so it's not Starvo.
No, that's true. Yeah.
Still worse than Starvo, even though you paid 2 resources and destroyed one of your pieces of equipment. Still worse than Starvo. Exactly. And activated your hero. You activated your hero, 2 resources, and destroyed a piece of equipment. Still worse than Starvo.
But I will say, in this particular interaction here with the Sandscour and Azalea, when you put something from the top into your arsenal with Azalea, you also get an aim counter from the Sandscour Great Bow. So it's going to be interesting to see what those aim counters do, because Azalea's ability triggers the aim counters on these sorts of arrows. So that's going to be an interesting interaction to see what works with that as well. But yeah, saying that, I'm then going to use this one floating to fire this Red in the Ledger at you with, so it's a 5 dominate go again if it hits 1 action next turn. Pretty good.
Yeah.
Pretty spicy.
Yeah. All right, folks. It's not looking good here. I think what I have to do is I might have to block with my New Horizon, which is like pretty crap. Because if I do, it destroys both cards in my arsenal. Because
mate, yeah.
I can't really do one action next turn. Because yeah, that doesn't work for me. So
yeah,
we're gonna block with the New Horizons and a Sleep Dart for 5.
Cool. So that's fully blocked.
Yeah, and then it also destroys my Lightning Press and my Polar Blast. The other option would be to Lightning Press as his arrow, like another arrow to clear it out of my arsenal, because it's just any attack.
Yeah,
but
just
I don't
Yoji it. Absolute Yoji.
Yep. So yeah,
target your opponent's things.
That's that.
Post-porn TV in the chat. A sick-looking Azalea. Yeah, absolutely. This is the one I got from Lille. Nice little Marvel one.
Hell yeah. I can sort of flex. I'll pull out my my Lexi Artist Proof from Federico.
Yeah, do it. Looks sick. Right, that has go again.
But then people will think we're playing. People will think we're playing CC. They won't even know what our hero's like life is.
No. Actually, that's true. Actually, yeah, this is well, she doesn't have any live total anyway because she's a Marvel one. But right, so we're just going to go balls to the wall then. So we're going to crack the bullseye bracers to put a bolt and shot into the arsenal with +1. So this gets go again as well. So I'm going to fire this at you for 5 go again if it hits reload.
Yeah, it's pretty good.
Yeah.
You have how many resources floating? None?
None, but I've got a tunic trigger. So I can load another bow as well.
Tunic and then card in hand.
Yeah.
What did I miss so far, says DM Ramada? Me not realizing that Lexi's hero ability counts as an action for Red in the Ledger, and so I had to just literally pass the turn. Which is rough. And now I find myself in this position.
Yeah.
Which is also rough. All right, so that's coming in for...
So 5 go again if it hits reload. So there will be another attack after this, regardless of whether it reloads or not. Because I've got a tunic which I can use with this card in hand or the top.
I'm afraid you caught me at a really awkward, turn. I think you might win this game, man. I'm gonna take the 5 and go to 4. Let's do it. See what your last card is.
Cool. Right, so I'm going to activate tunic to give myself a resource, and I'm going to use the Sandscar Greatbow to look at the top card of my deck. Okay, that's useless, but the card in hand is not. So I'm going to put this Endless Arrow into the arsenal with an aim counter. Don't know what it does, but hey, there you go. And then I'm going to fire this at you for 4, and if it hits, it goes back to hand.
Yeah, it's rough. Goes back to hand. You already activated your bow this turn, though, right?
Yeah. I've just used that now to put that in.
Okay.
So I've got nothing else to do after this.
Okay, so you would not be able to reload that again and shoot it again at me.
No.
This makes me really sad, which means my turn's going to be super poopy. But I'm just going to block with this blue Electrify for 2, take 2, and live to see another turn.
Cool. So this goes back to hand, which I'll arsenal, and then it's your go.
Yeah, that's...
That was a vile turn. I was saying, Snapdragons could get me out of this, but then I could luckily pitch a blue to the Purchase, and then just fire 3 arrows, which is vile.
So I have 2 cards in hand, but not really. Not really. I actually have 3 cards in hand because we're going to be playing a 3 of a kind and then pitch another Lightning Press. This is what made that turn really awkward. One of the cards in my hand was another Lightning Press, which it doesn't block. It's an instant.
Oh, yeah.
So, yeah. We'll do that. So we'll go ahead and draw 3. Okay. We have a game here. All right, so I'm going to keep this on here just to remind us that I cannot play cards from hand, but it's not going to matter because I do have this tunic trigger here, this tunic here. So I'm going to remove 3 counters from tunic, make a resource. We're going to activate Voltaire for the first time this turn. We're going to go ahead and drop a bolt and shot into the arsenal face up. Mode is going to be +1, so I'm going to fire this at you for 5. Go again with the on hit reload trigger.
5 go again on hit reload. Right. Tunic can go in the drain for now. Do you have any
into the drain?
Into the drain, yeah. Do you have any reactions?
Nah.
Okay, I'm gonna play a take cover to block 4.
Okay.
So I'm blocking 5 in total.
Okay. Sounds good.
So Tunic dies.
Are you going to reload with the take cover? Or did you already have it? Gotcha.
Yeah, it's all something in my ass already. Yeah.
Something in your ass. All right, so I'm going to go ahead and crack my my nice cold foil bullseye bracers here. We're going to crack that. We're going to drop a fatigue shot into arsenal here. And then I'm going to shoot you with fatigue shot for 6, pitching this sleep dart from hand. So this is going to be, get the +1 from the bullseye bracers. It's coming in for 6. And it says, if it hits a hero, the base attack of the first attack action card they play during the next turn is halved. Rounded up. So... Gonna put some pressure on here, make it so that I don't immediately lose next turn.
6, okay, and then the base attack is halved, so that devalues one of my cards.
Round it up, so it's halved, rounded up. So if it's a 5, it becomes a 3.
Okay.
But it turns like Endless Arrow into 2, which is pretty good for me.
Which is what is in my arsenal right now, so
yeah.
you know at least know what that is. Do you know what? I think we're just at that stage now. We just have to take damage. So we're going to take 6, and then our next thing is halved, rounded up. So we're on 4.
Yeah, 4-2. All right, man. We got a game. We got a game.
We got a game, baby.
I'm going to go ahead and clean up my turn and then pass on over to you.
All right. Cool. Right. So we will first of all use the cross wrap to flip up this endless arrow to opt 1.
Sounds good.
That can go to the bottom. We're then going to... So, it costs nothing. What have we got in here? So it's going to be halved. Halved, rounded up.
Yeah, so it literally says on the card, a 5 becomes a 3.
Okay. So red in the ledger will be 3.
Yeah.
That's not enough, is it? Let's do this instead. You're on 2, so anything is lethal, really, still, which is the thing. So we're gonna pitch this memorial ground to the great bow instead. To just look at the top with 1 floating.
Mm-hmm.
Now that's what I was looking for. Then we're going to activate Azalea.
Okay.
Put this remorseless into the arsenal of dominate.
Ooh.
And we've still got 1 floating from the bow, which is just brilliant. You can just chuck something into there and look at the top after you've already opted, just allowing you to go a little bit extra further down your deck, which is nice. And then we can do this, which is lovely. We can play a Nimblism to give our next attack +3, and then a Read the Glide Path to give our next attack
Oh my
+3.
god! I'm pretty sure I'm dead, man.
And then shoot this at you for 11 with Dominate.
Yeah. I'm pretty sure I'm dead, but I'm gonna play it out. Let's play Ardawar. Pitching Frostlock, floating 2. We're gonna banish Battering Bolt. The modes are gonna be +1/+1, and then draw 2.
He's digging. Digging for it.
Block 4 die.
Yeah.
Yep. Good game, man.
Sweet.
That was a nasty last attack, man.
Yeah, Sandscour Great Bow got me there. It got me that extra look at the next card.
I was like looking at my hand. I'm like, okay, I can block at least 4. That attack was halved, so I was like, okay, block at least 4. If he pumps, 1 pump would make it into a 6, and I'm like, okay, 1 pump would make it into a 6. I can block 4 and die. So with the tunic, I could survive, but 2 pumps means I'm dead.
Yeah.
Yep.
Yeah.
Oh, rough.
Yeah. So it all just lined up quite well, and that's what this allows you to do. It's just line everything up a little bit more. So yeah, I can definitely see why this is going to be good. And aim counters, didn't even use any of them in that game. So
I super punted that turn where I just basically passed. I should have. I should have either blocked it out, or I should have pumped up your card so I could actually have an arsenal zone to shoot off. Yeah.
Yeah. Oh yeah, definitely. Yeah. So yeah, if you would have knew that you wouldn't be able to flip up a card as a result of Red in the Ledger being the only action for the turn, it could have changed the course of it a little bit. But... Yeah,
I totally forgot. That's on me though. That's what I get for not playing. Someone says Icelander next. I got Icelander or Dromai. We have Icelander from chat. Anyone else in chat have a preference what I play, Icelander or Dromai?
Both of which will be definitely better against Azalea, that's for sure.
Yeah. Well, we'll see how bad I misplay.
Yeah.
I'm out of practice, man. Gotta get more Lexi games in.
Yeah, it's all good. It's good fun.
Anyone? Icelander or Dromai? There's definitely a delay, so we'll see.
There is, yeah, there is.
We'll see when it starts coming in.
Yeah.
Oh, we got a Dromai.
Cody is saying.
Got a Dromai. Got another Dromai. Oh, Dromai's coming up. It looks like it's probably gonna be Dromai. I'm gonna start shuffling Dromai up, and unless we get like a crap load of Icelanders there, we'll swap.
Yeah.
This Dromai deck is pretty fun. I like this quite a bit. Oh, DM Armada with the Icelander, of course. Wizard stand.
Wizard man.
Yeah.
Yeah. To be honest, mate, I think whatever one you play is going to be so much better against me.
Well, we'll see.
So
We'll see.
I don't have many blues in the deck, so that's the Arcane Barrier down the drain. I have to switch out the Perch Grapplers to get up AB3.
Oh, we're getting a lot of Icelander now. Let's see, we have
Icelander.
1, 2, 3, 4.
Maybe there's quite a few Icelanders in there.
We have, I think it's even actually. I think it's 4 and 4. Right? If I'm not counting right, we have Rotor-Roller Icelander, DM Armada Icelander, SoCal SoCal is on Dromai. Reardon says Icelander, and then that's a double Icelander, so I think it's still Dromai.
I mean, we might have time for both. We might have time for you to do both.
Yeah. Let me shuffle up quick, and we can just get to it, man.
Because people that are watching this now or in the future, we have got a Living Legends podcast, episode 19, to film after this game.
Yeah.
And Bill said he was free at what sort of time?
He said he wouldn't be ready for about like 2 hours after our normal time, so probably around 3, which is about a half hour.
Okay. Yeah. So I'm sure we can kick my ass in half an hour with one of these decks.
Yeah, I'm sure it won't be too bad.
Yeah.
This is not as maximum flex as my Lexi deck, but it's close. It's close.
Still pretty nice.
Yeah, like I have this the Marvel Ashwing, Cold Foil Footsteps, Silken Form, but then I just have Rainbow Foil of these two. These are the only two legendaries that I did not pull a Cold Foil for Uprising.
Was that the box that we were breaking when we did the group break with Stephen as well? Did you? Yeah. Actually, no, I don't think you pulled very well in that session, did you?
I probably not. Jim always has the good luck on that, for sure. Hey, speaking of which, we should do another one of those.
Yeah, we'll do it. We can do another one of those. Yeah.
Well,
I think Jim's in the UK actually. I think this weekend or something. He's in London.
Oh, really?
But he hasn't got the time to because I think he's going with work or something. So it's normally like group trips.
Yeah.
He just doesn't really have much free time. I said, I could pop down to London, see you for a bit, but he was just like, I just don't think it's going to happen. But we got Worlds anyway in a few weeks, so we will be able to meet up there anyway.
Hell yeah, man.
So
yeah.
It's going to be a lovely old job time.
Do you want to roll to see who goes first, or just since I lost, I can choose?
Choose. Yeah, go for it.
Okay. I'll choose to go first. Question mark.
This video should be called "Kel runs the Azalea Gauntlet with Sour Scour and Greatbow."
Yeah. Okay. Yeah, we can do this. All right, you ready, man?
Yeah, I'm ready. Yeah, let's go.
All right. We're gonna start off by playing. Normally, you just kind of like play some stuff and then pass, but I want to generate some Ash tokens. So we're gonna play one of my favorite cards, Spears of Surreality. We're gonna pitch this pink pitch Sink Below to generate an Ash to pay for that. So we got an Ash here. So that's a 5 go again with Phantasm. This Ash token up here.
5 go again Phantasm. Right.
Yes, sir.
I've got a sick hand. Not.
Bringing the heat. Bringing the literal heat because we have dragons.
Literal stepping on the volcanic lava right now. So I'm going to block 4 with a Seek and Destroy and Read the Glide Path. So 2 buff cards.
Yep,
Take 1.
Sounds good. With the go again, we are going to... Oh, which one do I want to do? It's so greedy to do this right now, but I wanna. But I wanna so bad. I want it so bad. So we're gonna do that. We're gonna play Invoke Chromai. So Chromai costs 0. So we're gonna transform our Solitary Ash into Chromai. Chromai is a 3/2, and this is the one once per turn. When this attacks or when it leaves the arena, I get an action point. So that's gonna eat up this Ash here. I would like to attack you for 3 with Go Again, because has Go Again from playing a red card.
Yes. 3, yeah?
Yeah, 3. It does have Phantasm, like all the dragons do, but if it dies, I get another action point. Ooh.
Cool. I'll block 2 and take 1 again then.
Okay. Sounds good.
With 3 of a kind.
I'm gonna just actually go to Arsenal after that and pass the turn back to you.
Okay, right. Draw 3 then.
Go 4.
Okay. Right, this is going to be hard. I've never won against Dromai of Azalea. But Blitz might be a different story. I might just have to go face, like, very quick.
It could be tricky, man, for sure.
Yeah. Right, so first of all, I'm going to... Okay, well, that's a bit different. So, first of all, what I'm going to be doing is I'm going to be looking at the chat and remembering that people are saying about tunic triggers.
Oh, yeah. Don't forget those. Don't forget those.
Yeah. Okay.
The advantage, by the way, of not owning a tunic, or if you're like on a budget or don't want to play it, you don't have to worry about forgetting your triggers if you don't have one.
Especially, yeah, exactly. And in Blitz as well, there is a very, very good alternative in the Blossom of Spring, because you can just crack the Blossom of Spring within your first 3 turns to get you a resource. So in some instances, you might want that one quicker in Blitz, especially. Yeah. So there's definitely a good alternative for it nowadays, which is good.
Yeah, I really like Blossom of Spring. I think it's sweet.
I do as well. I think I used to use it a lot, especially when I was playing a lot of Blitz with Azalea. I used to want to get that one quicker and put pressure on quicker.
So Joshua Scott from LSS was in chat earlier. I don't know if he's still around, but he made that chart for the rock, you know, the weapon rock, and
it was him. Yeah, that's right. It was him on Facebook. Yeah.
Yeah, and yeah, I shared it on Twitter, and a lot of them are like, yeah, you can use the spring tunic for that. But like for Blitz, if you want to have like just a big, you know, all-in face Blitz deck, you just use Blossom of Spring instead of Spring Tunic, because you're not going to get 6 turns in Blitz, right? So
no.
You might, but if you're playing Rock, I don't know if you're going to get 6 turns.
Yeah, imagine that. Rock and Blitz. There's going to be builds for it, isn't there? It's going to be funny to see what happens.
Roller says that's me too broke to buy one. Yeah, dude, play Blitz, Blossom of Spring.
Yeah, exactly. Gotcha. Right, so I just don't know what to do here, to be honest. I think I'm just going to...
A fairly snazzy hand. We'll see how this plays out, but I like it.
So if we do this, then... How much armor do you have?
Total? Technically 5 if I pay into Phantasmal Footsteps. 2, and then 1 for Footsteps. And then I could also Quell as well. So I guess 6, technically, if I burn literally everything.
Okay. Right. Okay, we'll do this instead then. So we're going to pitch to the Great Bow. So pitching and knock the Death Whistle to the Great Bow. So we have 2 left over. We get to look at the top card. Right, and then we can put either a card from our hand or this card in our arsenal. So what do you want to be doing? Putting this into our arsenal, I think. This one on top. Yeah, I think so. Yeah, I think so. Yeah. So we're going to put the card on the top from the Great Bow reveal into our arsenal, and that's a bolt and shot red.
Good. That's a good one.
Then we're going to play a Read the Glide Path. So your next arrow attack gains +2 and opt 1. So I'm going to opt 1.
Sounds good.
That can go to the bottom.
Good old Rock. Nothing beats that. I legit really want to build a Rock UPF deck. That's just all about swinging the Rock, like swinging the boulder. And I'm gonna call it. I believe the saying is, "Can you smell?" If wrestling fans out there.
That's right, yeah.
Can you smell?
Can you smell? The absolute people's elbow.
Hell yeah, man. And then when I like put the deck down to play, you have to say that. Can you smell?
Yeah. What my ass? Right. Anyway, right. So we're gonna.
What my rock is cooking. What my rock is cooking.
Have you ever tried stone soup? It's really nice. Just rocks in a soup.
Stone.
It's quite tasty.
Stone soup, really?
Yeah, stone soup, yeah.
Is that really a thing? No, I've never.
No, I'm just messing.
I'm like, hey, I know it's a meme that British food is bad, but I've never heard of stone soup before, and
it's
what?
really bad. Yeah. Those famous stones, Stonehenge. We just literally just carve stones out of that and just eat it. Basically.
Yeah, man. You like slice off like a little flank of Stonehenge.
Yeah, just get it in the frying pan. Lovely old job. Yeah.
It's common knowledge. Every British household has a flank of Stonehenge to make stone soup.
Pretty much, yeah. That's what it is.
You can't see Az's because he's got it off screen, but he's got one.
There is a stone in here in this very room. Yeah. Might be able to find it in a minute. Cool. Right, so I'm coming in with a bolt and shot. So this is 6 go again if it hits reload.
Cool. You're attacking me and not Dromai, right?
Actually, that's true. I might as well attack the dragon with this because this has got 6 go again. So I might as well attack the dragon. If
you attack the dragon, I can't block, and you get your on-hit effects. So you can immediately reload.
That's true. Yeah. So I probably will do that. Good shout.
Okay. So yeah. If that's what you do, Dromai dies.
Yep, so I'll reload this.
Everyone in chat, what is the best seasoning for stone soup? Let us know in chat.
Let us know, yeah. Best seasoning.
Maybe some cumin, turmeric?
Yeah, bit of parsley. But yeah, I'm open to suggestions because it's it gets boring very, very quickly, the stone soup, as you can imagine.
A fistful of bay leaves, just dump them all in.
Yeah. Just give it a bit of extra fragrance,
A whole oregano plant. Just the whole plant. The whole plant with everything.
The whole thing, yeah. Brilliant.
Cody Metz says pebbles. That's a good call.
Pebbles with stone soup, yeah, that would be on flavour, wouldn't it?
Garnish some sand.
Bit of sand, yeah, a bit of extra texture. Yeah.
Joe says D's pebbles.
These nuts?
No, these pebbles. You got these pebbles. These stones.
I love how we go off the rails even when playing a game. This is fantastic.
It's what it's all about, man. Just having fun with friends. We're not like competing with the pro tour or whatever. We're just messing around.
Exactly. Right. So the cool thing about this is I've reloaded, so I can then activate my cross wrap to go another card deeper. So by flipping up this sleep dart and opting. No, that can go to the bottom.
Reardon says rock salt. Touche. I think that's probably the best. That's probably the best one, actually.
That is the best seasoning you can have with stone soup. Really is.
That makes sense. That does make sense.
And then we're not going to like this, but we're going to play take aim. Next arrow attack gets +3, and then we're going to tick down the resources that I have left to shoot a sleep dart at you for 8.
Oh no! So sleep dart blanks my hero board, right? Or my hero ability, right?
It does indeed, yeah.
It means my Durgans lose go again. Okay. Well. Okay. How much is it coming in for in total?
8.
Alright, I'm gonna block at least with this invoke Necria. I think I want to take the rest. Let me do some math here. I can go. I can play 2 of these. Yeah, I'll block 3 and take 5. I think, unless you got a reaction.
No reactions. So yeah, 5 goes through, and then Dromai's turned off for the turn.
Yep. So my dragons. My dragons. Oh, it also gets rid of the ash abilities. That's fine. That's fine.
It does indeed. Yeah.
That's fine.
It's basically a red in the ledger against Dromai Sleep Dart, which I think is quite good. But...
I got some tricks to get other ash tokens. It's kind of a bummer, so I'll lose out on 2 ash tokens this turn, but that's okay. Is it my turn?
It is indeed, yeah.
All right, so let's go ahead and attack with sweeping blow from Arsenal, pitching. Ooh, I think we're gonna pitch this Billowing Mirage Red. We will not get an ash token from Billowing Mirage, but we will get an ash from Sweeping Blow, which says when you attack with it, create an ash. So we'll do that.
That's right, yeah.
So that's 3 with go again.
Okay. Just a quick one for the chat. If they were paying attention to the actual game, I don't know whether was that my first turn, that last turn.
Yes.
So I'm not sure whether I ticked up my tunic or not.
That was your first turn. Yeah.
Oh geez. Okay.
Because I've only had 1 turn. Yeah.
Okay. Bloody hell. All right then. So 3. So we're just going to block with this Command and Conquer. That can just go in the drain for now.
Get out of here, Command and Conquer. Okay.
Get out of there. This is a Commander y Conquista as well. I don't know what it's, whether it's nice. Generica Azione Attacco, so it must be Italian maybe.
Yeah. I think I'm just gonna crundle on in with a Miraging Metamorph here for basically no value, but it's still pretty good. I'll pitch another Sweeping Blow. So this is coming in for 7. Phantasm. If it's destroyed, create a token that's a copy of an aura I control. I don't have any auras. Ash is not an aura.
7, yeah?
Yeah, just 7.
Holy moly.
No big deal.
You're on 15, so I'm on... Okay, so I'm going to chuck my Perch Grapplers under it.
Mm-hmm.
And then take 5.
Yeah, sounds good.
7 is... Yeah, so I'm on 13.
All right.
Okay.
I'm going to head pass on over to you.
All right, then. Okay. So how much did Mirage Metamorph cost? 1?
Yeah, 1. It's a 1 for 7. It's gross.
Bloody hell.
Yeah, 1 for 7. Has Phantasm. Blocks for 3. And then if it's destroyed, I get to create a copy of a token that I control. Or an aura. I get to create a token copy of an aura I control. There we go.
I guess it's the Phantasm that, balances it, I guess, isn't it? I guess that's why.
Yeah, for sure.
Okay, right. So we're going to play a Take Aim. So next arrow gets +3 reload. So I'm going to reload this.
Mm-hmm.
I'm then going to activate my Cross Wrap to flip up this Endless Arrow to opt 1.
Mm-hmm.
Goblin Reserve saying, "Don't take life for granite."
Yeah.
Yeah. That is such a dad joke. Oh, it's brilliant. Don't take life for granite. Oh dear. Right then, so what do I want to do with that on top? Do I want to Azalea it? There's no dragons out right now, is there? No.
Nope. I just got a pile of sand here.
Just a pile of sand. There's a desert between me and Dromai. That's the problem.
Just pretend that I'm that meme of that dude who's just like sprinkling the salt.
Yeah. The salt chef bloke.
Yeah.
Yeah, he's an absolute legend. Never been to one of his restaurants, so like bloody £100 a steak or something like that. £100 a steak, $100 a steak sort of situation.
I am not surprised. The only famous person's restaurant that I've ever been to is I've been to one of Guy Fieri's restaurants.
Oh, okay, yeah.
It was actually really good. It was actually really good. I got a burger, obviously.
Yeah.
And it was like one of the signature ones, and it's the kind of burger that almost annoys me. It's like so big that it's hard to take a bite out of. So you can't you can't take a clean bite out of like the whole burger. You're taking like a little bit of it. Like it's just kind of annoying. It's just kind of annoying to me. I don't know why.
And then all the fillings like drop out onto the plate, and it's just like, oh, for goodness sake.
It all just splooges out the sides all over to your hands. Oh, that's the worst. That's the worst, man.
And then it's no longer a burger. It's just literally bread and meat on a plate.
Yep. It's all about the bun consistency. It's all about bun consistency, because if the bun is too firm, then it will blast all the condiments out the sides. But if it has a little bit of leeway or giveaway, right, when you bite into it, it doesn't immediately like jettison all the condiments.
That's right. Okay, right. I'm not going to use the card on top. Okay, I'm going to just go for the value instead of damage. I think
Hank,
I'm going to play this.
Hank, you're getting out of control, man. He says, "My sediments exactly. Just trying to leave no stone unturned."
Wow.
If I had a drum set,
one after the other. Oh, brilliant.
I'm imagining that Fozzie the Bear meme. He's just like, waka waka.
So from that opt, I'm actually going to, once I've seen it, I'm actually going to put it to the bottom. This doesn't affect what I'm going to be doing. Then I'm going to play this, read the glide path.
Oh my god.
My next arrow gets +3. Opt again.
Uh-huh.
That can go to the bottom as well.
Alright, yeah.
So I think this is the sort of archetype that Azalea was probably going to be built on with the aim counters and the great bow. Just going as many cards deep as you can. And then I'm going to fire this endless arrow out of the arsenal for 10. And if it hits, it goes back to hand, which I'll then arsenal. So I'm just going for the card advantage play instead of the dominate this turn.
I see. We're gonna block with Crown, Flame Scale. Hold on, let me see. Crown lets me dunk a card from hand. Yeah, okay. So we'll do Crown, Flame Scale, and then we'll do Uprising and a... I kind of want to keep this card, but... I think it's better to block with this. I wanted to play this, but I also just want to play some dragons. So, so we're going to block for a total of 10 here. So that is 3, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. And then I'm going to trigger the Crown of Providence. We're going to tuck this card, I believe. Yeah, bottom of the deck and draw a card. So I'm going to tuck a card and draw. Ooh, that's a spicy meatball. Too bad I'm not going to be able to play it, but that's a spicy one. All right, so yeah. Block it out, get a counter on my flame scale, and everything else is in the bin.
Cool, and then I'm just going to be drawing.
Cool.
Oh, you're going to get memes now, Kel. So we got a chat saying, well, Goblin Reserve again, no surprise, saying that he's quoted what you just said just a moment ago. Then it splooges all over your hands, all about the bun consistency from Red Zone Rogue 2022.
Direct quote. You can slap that on a T-shirt. There you go.
Yeah, absolutely.
It jettisons all the juices to the side.
Jettisons. Yeah.
All right, my turn's going to be pretty simple because I only have 2 cards in my hand. I'm just going to invoke Kyloria, transforming Kyloria in this Ash into Kyloria, which is this awesome 4-attack dragon that lets me draw a card and do some other shenanigans. I'm going to pitch this spicy Talisman of Recompense, which is pretty sweet.
Yeah.
Technically, that floats 1 resource, and I'll attack you for 4. This does not have... Or it does have Go Again because of Dromai's ability. Because I played a red card. It itself is a red card. So this has Go Again, and if it hits, I get to steal one of your items or draw a card.
Okay. We'll block this, I think. I'm going to block this for 6 with an Endless Arrow and a Bolt and Shot.
Cool. Sounds good. I'm going to go ahead and just pass the turn back to you.
Okay, on the end of your turn, I'm going to play Memorial Ground to put a arrow back on top of my deck, which will probably be Sleep Dart.
Ooh, sleepy, the sleepiest of darts.
So that'll go back on top. Tunic will go up to 3. And then I'm just going to play this out of my hand, targeting your Kyloria. So I'm just going to snatch your Kyloria.
No! You snatched it! Yeah, Kyloria dies and you get a draw card.
I draw the Sleep Dart, and then I'm going to arsenal that, and then it's back to your go again.
All right. I think we got some plays here.
I'm scared. A little bit of a mid-game situation now.
All right. So what we're going to do is we're going to play... This is kind of a low-value rake, but I still want to rake. So we're going to play this low-value Rake the Embers, pitching this Passing Mirage. So it's going to float 2. Not going to generate any ash because it is a blue card, but I will generate an ash from Rake the Embers. So it is create an ash token, then transform up to 3 ash I control into Aether Ashwings. I'm going to choose not to turn this into an Aether Ashwing. I literally just need the ash, so I can then transform the ash into a Miragai. So we'll pay 1 resource that I had floating to invoke Miragai, transforming the ash into Miragai. Miragai is a 2/4, and the first dragon I attack with this turn loses and can't gain Phantasm.
Cool.
And then I'd like to attack for 2 with Go Again with Miragai.
2 with Go Again. Oops. 2. Okay. We will block for 3 with this Sleep Dart.
Sounds good. And then with the go again, I am just going to play out a Passing Mirage. So Passing Mirage is the one that says, my first illusionist attack each turn loses and can't gain Phantasm, and it has Spectra.
So...
I'll pass turn.
Okay, cool.
Yeah, what's up?
Yes, I was just going to say, yeah, a lot of your stuff is just losing Phantasm now, but I guess that doesn't really matter into my deck anyway, because I just can't really pop it too often.
Yeah, yeah. Now basically, yeah, I got a lot of Phantasm protection, basically.
Yeah, okay. Right then, so first of all, I will use the cross wrap to flip this Sleep Dart face up and opt.
Mm-hmm.
Do I want that there?
We may have hit rock bottom. I think we have. I think we have.
Playtime TCG. You just have to play it, Cole. Oh my god. How many can we get?
Folks.
How many stupid jokes can we get?
I hate it, but I also love it. You guys are the best.
That's brilliant. Oh dear. Right, okay, so I'm going to do something differently here, I think. Sleep Dart is sick against Dromai, though, so I think I just need to fire out at you. But it doesn't mean I don't get anything to do afterwards. Dragon's out as well, isn't there? So I think kind of need go again, don't I? So I'm not going to bother doing that. How much life does Mirror Guy have?
4, actually. It's one of the chunkier ones.
Right.
Not the biggest one I have in my deck. I think the biggest is Necria. It's like 7. But...
Okay. Right. So we're gonna do something strange. We're gonna activate Azalea.
Okay. Yeah.
I'm gonna put this Nimblism into the arsenal.
Okay.
Play it out to give my next attack +3.
Yeah.
And we're going to Ravenous Rabble Mirror Guy. Revealing a Ravenous Rabble on top. So this is coming in for 7 with Go Again at Mirror Guy. So he's definitely dead.
My poor dragon. My poor dragon.
So he's definitely dead. And then we will use the Tunic trigger to activate.
No Transmogrify in this list. I'm not playing Bill.
Bill, isn't it?
I'm not playing Bill's list. Also, Bill plays that in Prism. It's Prism.
He loves it, doesn't he? Just swears by the Transmogrify, the snatches and stuff.
Dude, Transmogrify. His Transmogrify deck is like awesome. It is spicy as hell. It's so sweet. It's like one of the coolest decks that I've seen for like Blitz. Like Transmogrify Vipox into like an 8 attack or whatever. Oh, it's so cool.
Actually, no, I'm not going to use a Tunic trigger.
I think
use the Bullseye Braces.
I think it gives it Go Again too, because it becomes an illusionist if you get yellow for yeah.
So I'm loading in the Bolt and Shock with the Bullseye Braces.
Okay.
So this is now coming in for so this is coming in for 4. That's it. If it hits, reload. Go again as well. One card left.
1 card in hand. All right. So I think on my turn I want to go wham, wham. So I can afford to block. Oh, I don't have enough things to do that. Well, this will just be a big damage turn, I guess, instead of a cool dragon turn. I'm going to block with a blue Break the Embers for 2.
Yeah, so 2 goes through then.
So I take 2. I go to 13.
Cool. If it hits, I reload, so I might as well just reload. It's going to go into my arsenal anyway, and then I'm going to pass, and it should go.
Alrighty. Let's attack with some things. So you played a Ravenous Rabble. I would also like to play Ravenous Rabble, which I'm going to do. So Ravenous Rabble, reveal top card. It is a Invoke Mirror Guy, so this is 4 with Go Again.
No blocks, any reactions?
No reactions.
I'll play a red Take Cover to block 4.
Nice.
No reload to summon in my arse already. Whee.
Someone needs to stop Goblin Reserve. He's a madman.
Oh, he's still going.
He's still going, man. He's like the little engine that could, man. I don't know if anyone gets that reference. All right, so I'm going to then crash on in with a Miraging Metamorph, pitching a Invoke Kyloria that'll generate me an Ash token because I pitched a red. So this is 7, and it doesn't have Phantasm, so the Phantasm ability doesn't matter. So it's just 7.
Doesn't have Phantasm because of the Mirage. Yeah. Okay.
Yeah. So if you happen to have like a Battering Bolt, I don't even know if you run that. You can't pop it.
Do you know what I do? But
Oh.
I have to block with it instead. So I'm gonna block.
Nice.
So I block with that. Any reactions?
No, I got nothing.
I'll play another take cover. So
Holy!
I just lucked out there, drawing both of my defensive cards on your big damage turn.
This man's got it all. All right, yeah, I'm just gonna go ahead and I'm gonna pass a le turn.
Cool. Right.
And draw 4.
Cool. So activate Crosswrap. Flip up this. Read the glide path to opt 1. Okay.
Interesting.
That's
Interesting.
Pretty good. So that's.
So anytime a brute fights with a new weapon, the fight will be called a quarry. Come on now.
Oh, wow.
Come on, Nick.
People are loving this, aren't they? Just going with it. But that is what these streams are all about. Just fun times.
Well, yeah. Well, yeah.
Oh yeah. Right now,
I can do a deep voice too.
oh yeah.
Well, yeah.
Yeah.
Exactly.
I think I'm gonna do that. This is a cool interaction with the cards on the table now because of Soundscar Greatbow.
You know what? I think for the next stream, I gotta get like chat, like up on the screen so people watching in the future can see this. I think you can play it back and see the chat next to it, but I think getting the chat on screen will be nice. Maybe we'll see. Yeah. We'll see. I'll have to see.
It's easy to do. It's easy to do. So you can get a little chat box on there as well. There's enough room for it on your screen as well, so you can definitely get it on there.
Yeah, I'd stick it right above. So I made this so I can have space above if I need to put anything up there, and then I have space above the Flesh and Blood logo where I can put my my guest's webcam as well. But
yeah. Normally you'd be able to see my face in, if I was the guest in this stream, which I am on this one, you'd be able to see my face, but we didn't sort it out in time. So anyway, so what I'm going to be doing is I'm going to be using the bow in a way that so this is a great showcase for this card, by the way. This stream this bow has done a lot of good stuff, so I'm going to be able to do it again here. Yeah. So I'm going to first of all play the Read the Glide Path. So my next arrow gets +2.
Cool. +2.
I'm then going to activate the Great Bow using the Tunic trigger to look at the top card, and then put this Red in the Ledger from the top into my arsenal with a name counter, which doesn't really matter. But then I'm going to pitch this Rabble to fire this Red in the Ledger at you for 7.
As dominate.
There's no dominate because I put it in there with the bow rather than Azalea.
Okay.
Yeah.
Well, in that case,
that's a great thing about this as well is the fact that I could have I chose the +2 rather than the dominate in this particular board state situation. I could have dominated it because I had something in my arse. I had this in my arse, so I could have dominated it, but I chose to go with the extra +2 with my hand composition. So yeah, it's pretty good.
Okay, I think. Let me think about it just a second. So if it hits me, I only get 1 action. But if I block with a bunch, I will only be able to play 1 card anyway. So letting it hit me is kind of pointless. So I should at least block it out, I think. So I'd like to keep these 2 and then block like this, I guess, which is kind of a bummer because I'd like to play both of them, but I won't be able to. So I'm gonna block with this cold foil, burn them all, and then I'd like to go to reactions. Do you have any reactions?
No reactions.
I'm gonna sink below from hand. Let's sink. I will sink a card. Yeah, I will sink a card. Okay, cool. So that's going to block for a total of 7 here.
Cool, yep, that's 3 blocks.
Yep.
And then it's your go.
Alrighty. It's a pretty underwhelming turn, but it just helps me set up the board, I suppose. Yeah, I think I should. I'm just gonna play another Invoke Mirror Guy, pitching a Billowing Mirage, so that will generate an Ash and then transform one of the Ashes that I already have into Mirror Guy, and then I'll attack you for 2 with Mirror Guy.
Okay. I will block for 3, chucking this Remorseless under the bus.
Sweet. And then I'm done. Go ahead.
Okay. Alrighty, tunic trigger.
Yeah, don't forget that tunic. By the way, in chat, gold foil. I will say make those tunic tokens into gold foil. You gotta.
You have to.
Ooh.
Okay, right. So now we're going to pitch to the Sandscammer Great Bow. We're going to pitch a Knock the Death Whistle. So we have 2 left over. So we get to look at the top card and then put a card from the top or my hand into the arsenal. Wow, this bow is pretty sick, mate. Even without the aim counters, it gives you so much more stuff you can do.
Yeah, man. I really like it.
And the aim counters are just going to be even. I don't know what your speculation is on them, and obviously we'll get into this in Living Legends podcast as to what it is, but I think they're going to be extra evasion for the arrows that exist. But obviously you need to have something out that then says remove aim counters, do this sort of thing. Yeah,
for sure.
Right, so yeah, I'm gonna put the card on top of my deck into my arsenal. So it's a Battering Bolt, and I still have 2 left over, which is quite nice.
What card game is this? This is Flesh and Blood. Flesh and Blood TCG.
Who said that? Oh yeah, Isabella in the chat. Nice.
My personal favorite card game. One of the best I've ever played. Highly, highly recommended, but that's a little biased. So, take that for what you will.
It is very good, and the community is very, very welcoming as well. So if you ever want to get into the game, Isabella, then watch people like us, and we'll help you get into it. Because it's a very forthcoming community, that's for sure.
100%.
Yeah. So This is pretty vile as well, to be honest. I've still got a card left over afterwards. So I'm gonna play a Seek and Destroy.
Yeah, man.
And then I'm going to use the 2 floating to come in with this Battering Bolt for 9.
All right, yeah.
And then so many on-hit effects going on here as well. So if it hits, you have to destroy your cards in your hand and arsenal at the end of your turn.
Yeah.
And then if this hits you, you reveal your hand and then discard all cards other than action cards, and you lose a life for each card discarded. So reactions and instants, you have to discard, basically, if it hits you.
Yeah. And other things too that I might also be holding in my hand. This is actually a really good turn for Battering Bolt.
Oh baby.
Okay, so how much is it coming in for total again? It's coming in for 9?
9, yeah.
Okay. All right. So just so I don't have to discard this, because I would, I'm gonna crack. Well, I don't have to do that yet. What do I want to do on my turn? I think I just want to play this big doofus here. I'll play this big chungus. All right, so I'm going to actually activate Silken Form, pitching a Blood of the Decay.
Right.
And it's going to be doing the quell ability on there. So I'm going to generate an Ash because I pitched a red card for Dromai. And then I will Silken Form. And then, do I want to block as well? No, I want to play this. I want to play this card. So how big is it? Hold on, let me flip over my dragon and remember how big it is on the other side. I could, on the other hand, also block with it instead, and then drop these 2, which it would be a bigger turn for me. But I like Big Mama.
Big Mama's house.
I have a Uvia. That's what Big Mama is. I have Uvia.
That's a good one.
I think I'll block. So I think I'll block with Uvia. It's kind of a bummer, but I think I'll block with Uvia, and then Silken Form will prevent, will quell 1. So it'll essentially absorb 4.
Okay. Yep.
So it'll absorb 4. It's coming in for 9, so I'll end up taking 5. I'll take 5. So I'll take 5, go to 8, and then let's do the on-hit triggers here. So Seek and Destroy.
Yeah, so the only one that affects you right now is the Battering Bolt.
Yeah, so I have to reveal my hand and then discard all basically like instants and whatnot.
That's right.
Yeah, I have a Ravenous Rabble and a Burn Them All, which are both actions, so I don't have to discard them.
Okay, so nothing happens with that, and then obviously Seek and Destroy happens at the end of your turn.
Yeah, before your turn is over, I'm going to use Silken Form's Instant Effect to transform one of my Ash into a Aether Ashwing.
Okay, yeah.
Cool. So that happens.
Lovely. And then I'm...
Yep. Yeah, the reason I did that is because Blood of the Drakai, it is a gem. It is,
yeah.
Is a resource, so I would have had to discard it and lose life. So
yeah.
It was either do the Silken Form or sacrifice my boots, but I wanted to keep my boots just in case.
Yeah.
But I do now have a couple little dragons here. All right, so my turn. You saw the cards. We're going to start off with a Burn Them All. Burn Them All has Go Again. Once per turn, when a dragon I control attacks, it deals 1 arcane damage to each opposing hero. At the beginning of my end phase, put a raise counter on Burn Them All, then destroy it, unless I banish a red card in my graveyard for each... Or at least unless I banish a red card from my graveyard for each raise counter. There, I said it right.
Yeah.
And then we'll come on in with a Ravenous Rabble, revealing top card. Oh! that hurts. It's a blue Break the Embers.
Wow.
There's like almost no blue cards in this deck, so it's actually going to be coming in for two with Go Again.
2 with Go Again.
Yeah, a little piddly 2.
2, right.
Move my auras over here.
Okay, we will. We'll block for 2 with this bolt and shot.
All right, cool. And then with the Go Again, we will come on in with Mirror Guy. So it'll be 2 and then 1 arcane damage.
So 3 in total. So
there we go.
Yeah, so I'll take 3.
Okay.
Go to 10.
And then with Go Again from that, because I played a red card from Dromai, we'll attack with the Aether Ashwing for 1.
And we'll take 1 as well, so we go to 9.
Pardon me. All right, that's going to end my turn here. Let me clean it up. We have some end of the turn triggers. We have Burn Them All. So Burn Them All gets a raise counter, and then I banish it. Or I destroy unless I banish a red card from my graveyard. We'll just get rid of the Ravenous Rebel that I played.
Okay.
And draw for end of turn.
Okay. Before you end, I think I'm going to play a Memorial Ground.
Sounds good.
Play a Memorial Ground to get back Red in the Ledger on top.
Okay.
That's my go. Tick up the Tunic. Then I will activate Azalea to give Red in the Ledger Dominate.
Yeah.
Then I'll play a Nimblism to give it +3. And then I'll pitch a Command and Conquer to come in for 8 with Dominate on Red in the Ledger.
Yeah, the Dominate's pretty good here.
Yeah. Indeed.
Let's see, what can I do?
What can I do?
8's rough. 8 is rough. So I can
indeed.
go... Flame Scale still has a thing on it, and I can Footsteps, so that's 2. But even with a defense reaction, that's not enough. So I think we just have to... swing in what we can, which is a bummer. All right, we're just gonna block with this Spears of Surreality for 3 and have to take the 5 here, which is a big oof.
Go
down to 3.
Cool. And then I will pass.
Yeah. I might die. I might die again, man. This is good.
Yeah.
I'm just gonna attack you because I only have one action. I'm just gonna attack you with a Dunebreaker Senpai, pitching. Yeah. Which one do I want to pitch? It's kind of important, but also kind of not important. I think it's important that I keep this other thing. So I'll pitch a Break the Embers blue floating 2. So this is 5. This is a 5 with, well, it would have Phantasm, but it doesn't because of Passing Mirage. So it's 5 with no Phantasm. If it's destroyed, create an Ash token with Go Again. But it doesn't.
How much is the damage? 5?
It's 5, yeah.
Right.
As you bullying him. Yeah, he's bullying me. He's being mean. Azalea's being mean to me, guys.
Praise be our dragon-slaying leader, yes. That's the upgrade, isn't it? Super Mario Black Tiger.
The sneaky red in the ledger?
Yeah,
hey,
it's pretty good.
Does red in the ledger say when it hits a hero or when it hits at all? I'm just curious.
When it hits a hero.
Okay, so if you hit my dragon, I would still get my action points?
Yes.
Okay.
Yeah, it's not just if it hits, it's if it hits a hero.
Gotcha.
I guess that worked. Have I used a snatch this game? I think I have, haven't I? Let's read the text on it just to make sure. If it hits, draw a card. Yes, there's a difference between the two.
Sweet.
Cool. So yeah, I think I'm just going to take 5. So I think I can crack back hard enough.
Yeah, man.
See what happens. I'm taking a page out of your book and just being greedy.
Yeah, it's all about the greed, man. All right, so
especially with Rangers.
Yeah. So I'm going to arsenal my final card. We have an end of the turn trigger with Burn Them All. I will banish Spears of Surreality and another Ravenous Rabble.
Okay.
So this is going to bottom. Dunebreaker gets out of here. Get out of here. I'll drop.
Get out of here, Dunebreaker. Right, so tick up the tunic.
Ooh.
Right.
All right. All right.
So I think I just have to go for this, don't I?
Maybe.
So we're going to knock the death whistle, go get a card to the top. Not sure if we have much cards left, to be honest. We do have a red in the ledger.
We gotta fatigue them out. That's the plan. Fatigue them out.
Fatigue, baby. Oh, actually, nah. I'm gonna go for Remorseless actually because that will ping you for damage every time you play an action card, which is quite bad at this point in the game. So I'm gonna put a Remorseless on top.
Yes.
And I'm going to reload this card. Activate Azalea to give it Dominate. And then we'll use the Tunic to fire it at you for 5 with Dominate.
Okay, but it does not have Go Again, yeah?
No Go Again, unfortunately. That would be absurd.
All right, we are going to block with Footsteps and a Flame Scale Furnace, as well as the Sweeping Blow, and we're going to be pitching Pierce Reality to pay for the Footsteps, so I'm going to have 2 floating here. So that's going to block for a total of 5. 3 from Sweeping Blow, 1 from Footsteps, and 1 from Furnace.
Okay, I will rain raises that to push it up to 7. And then you will go to 1, and if you play an action, you will die.
Let me think. I might have. Let me think real quick.
We will see.
Bummer. So right now, in response, I'm going to play a Sigil of Solace to gain 3 life. I'm going to go up to 6. 6 here.
It's pretty good.
And yeah, I'll have to take the rest. All right, yeah, I have to take the rest. So I take it, and then it's gonna hit me for 2, so I go down to 4.
Yeah, so you go down to 4, and then every action costs you a life, and then I'm just gonna ask no one pass.
Yeah. Oofa doofa. All right.
Well, this is a blitz game. Bloody hell.
Well then. how do I want to play this?
Jumps the wire.
Yeah. I mean, what sucks about this is I could attack you with a bunch of dudes, but it would probably kill me. What are you at, actually?
Oh, no. So, actually, no, that's true. So, I'm not sure that was the right decision because it says whenever you play an action card, so you can still attack with your dragons, to be honest.
Yeah.
So that could be the deciding thing.
Yeah, we're gonna come in with a lot here. I'm gonna lose at least one because I need to play a red card to give all of my dragons go again. So from Arsenal, I am gonna play a red Rake the Embers, pitching this Dunebreaker Senpai. So we got a couple things going on here. Pitching the Dunebreaker will trigger Dromai, will create an Ash token. Rake the Embers will also create another Ash token, so that takes me up to 3 Ash tokens. I will then lose a life from playing the Rake the Embers, going down to 3 myself. And then Rake the Embers is going to trigger, and I can transform up to 3 Ash I control into Aether Ashwings. I'm going to transform all of my Ash into Aether Ashwings, so I'm going to get 3 Aether Ashwings here. Yeah. We got Huey, Dewey, and Louie here. I forgot to name my Ashes. I haven't been playing up too many of them. I normally name them.
Yeah.
All right, and so now we are going to swing in with an army of dragons. So we'll start off with Mirror Guy for 2, and then also it'll trigger Burn Them All. So that's 2, and then 1 Arcane.
Okay, so I'm going to be blocking with both of my equipment to block that dragon.
Okay.
Arcane I can do nothing about, so I'm just going to... Okay. I could pitch the Skull Bone, but I'm not going to, so I'm going to take 1.
Okay.
And then both the equipments die.
Okay. And then with the go again, I'll attack with my first Aether Ashwing for 1.
But luckily, this can be popped, right?
Let me see. Yes.
You've already attacked with the...
This one can. Yeah. This one can be popped. Yeah, because it says my first dragon attach each turn loses and can't gain Phantasm. And then Passing Mirage says my first illusionist attack, and they both happened at the same time. So yes, you can pop this one.
Well, I think that might be the thing that potentially saves me. So I've still got a Command and Conquer, which I can pop.
Nice. Coming in clutch. How many cards do you have left in your hand?
So I have 3 in hand, 1 in arsenal.
Okay. Yeah. All right. So yeah, that's gonna pop the. Yeah, I blew up my boots. Yeah, it's gonna pop my Ashwing. And we're going to go to end of turn. We're going to clean up. Burn Them All goes up to 3 counters. And I will banish 3. We'll do Rake the Embers, Sigil of Solace, and a Dunebreaker. My equipment back over here.
So I have 3 cards in deck right now.
I'll draw up. You only have 3 cards in your deck?
Yeah.
I have a decent amount, probably 10 to 15, I think, without counting. I could count if you'd like. Oh, and then do
3 cards in deck. I know one of them is red in the ledger, so I think I can just dominate it with this card I've got in my hand. So we'll see. So is it my go? Yeah.
It is your go. Yeah.
Okay. So we'll knock the death whistle and go and find the red in the ledger. Yeah, there it is.
Yep.
So we've got a Ravenous Rabble and a 3 of a kind left in deck. So we're going to put that on top. We're then going to activate our Supreme Leader to give that dominate. And then this goes to the bottom. And then we're going to pitch this Sleep Dart to come in for 5 with dominate. But as an attack reaction, I'll Rain raises it to put it up to 7. So 7 dominate.
7 dominate, you say?
Is it enough? Probably not.
Well, maybe. There's a very big chance I die here, but there's a small chance that I don't die.
Okay.
Oh wait, did I put 2? Oh wait, it depends on how many Sigil of Solace I put in my deck. Oh no, wait, I'm running. I also have Oasis Respite, so I have another chance here. Okay, so it's coming in for 7 dominate, yeah?
Yeah.
All right. We're gonna go straight to reactions.
Okay, so no reactions.
We're gonna sink below.
Okay.
All right. This is the moment of truth here.
So if you draw an Oasis Respite, you survive.
Yes. And I need to think about what I need to sink just in case I actually can survive a turn. I think this is how we go. Okay, so bottom.
Yeah.
All right. What we're gonna do here, everyone, is I'm just gonna slap it down. All right, here we go. Ready?
Oh, please be.
Oh no.
Ah, yeah, baby.
So this will block 4, and I'll take 3 and die because I'm at 3. Good game, man.
Oh man, yeah, that was a lot quicker. A lot longer that one, wasn't it? Jeez.
Yeah. Oh, that's rough. That's rough.
Wow.
Good game. Good game.
That was good. And I think as well for anybody watching this now in the future, I think it's worth. I'm definitely going to share this video once obviously it goes onto your channel, because I think it was a good representation of the Sandscale Great Bow and how it works. Yeah. And that's even without aim counters. So yeah, I'm gonna.
Yeah, man.
Plug them.
It was yeah. You had some pretty clutch plays, you know, like having that 6 attack right when I could attack with all my dragons.
Yes.
Yeah, man.
That was quite clutch.
All right, let's do, if we have time, one more quick game. I don't know if Bill's ready yet, but if we have time, we can do one more quick game with Icelander, because I know folks are really wanting to see Icelander.
Yeah, that's fine. Yeah, we'll just do another one. Yeah, that's fine.
This is let me check the Discord. Let's see.
Yeah, so for people that are watching, we are going to be recording the Living Legends podcast after this, so we're just going to see if we can get in another one.
Yeah. I did not see Bill message anything, so.
All right.
Yeah.
All
right, so
you'll probably kill me in this game though, because I don't have many blues.
We will see. We will see. I think I need to run. It's in my Lexi deck. Let me grab it. Heart of Ice. I think we're gonna go Heart of Ice, Coronet Peak, Metacarpus Node, and I will be playing by the new rules. I will not be playing with these Storm Striders, which are also cold foil, by the way. These are cold foil Storm Striders. But no, I'll be playing by the new rules. So instead, I'm gonna use Mage Master Boots.
All right.
Which are also, by the way, I'm just this is all flexing, by the way. This is also a cold foil Mage Master Boots.
Oh, lovely.
Yeah, man. Hey, these are my favorite decks. I gotta trick it out. I was considered just being lazy and running Spellfire Cloak instead of Heart of Ice, but I think Heart of Ice is the call here.
Yeah,
against Azalea.
Heart of Ice, pretty good. Yeah, if you can freeze me up, and you know I've got a lot of red deck stuff. Well, red line stuff in here, so that's gonna make a big difference, I think.
Yeah, because what Heart of Ice does, it says, well, no, Heart of Ice isn't that good as a like its ability. I mostly just want it to block. It has Blade Break. Tunic. Tunic might be the right call here, actually.
Yeah, I'm thinking of Coronet Peak. That's one where you pitch a blue and they discard, doesn't it? Yeah, it's a taxi one. Yeah. Yeah,
I am running the Coronet Peak here. Heart of Ice, it is also a taxi one, but it's only taxing for the turn. So it says once per turn action for a resource. Cards and activated abilities opposing heroes cost an additional 1 to pay this turn. So basically it'll tax all of your defense reactions and instants. Which I see. Right. So you do run some D-reacts. You know what, now that I think about it, since I'm using it just for the block, we're just going to throw in the Tunic instead. Get in here, Tunic. There we go. Get in there, Tunic.
I don't know if I'm going to survive too long on this game, so I might actually use the Blossom of Spring.
Yeah, I mean, I was considering the Spellfire Cloak for that reason, right? Because you can destroy it, get a resource, and use it only on my opponent's turn. But I figured the Tunic might be better. We might go to 3 turns, and then also I'll have that Blade Break to block some of your dominated stuff. So
true.
That's the idea.
Yeah, I'll just keep it as it is. Solid. Cool. So what do we want to do for this one with regards to turn order?
We can roll since I lost both. I lost both games. I think this
let's
is.
do a high roll.
I think it's the most times you've like beat me, man. You're on a. You're on a.
Yeah,
You're on a hot streak.
I think yeah. Well, I think since the last time we played Flesh and Blood, I think was quite a long time ago, and obviously since then I've literally just been jamming Azalea the entire time. So I guess it does help when you know the hero inside out. So
it also helps to not. I don't think I punted very much on the Dromai game, but I definitely punted on the Lexi game where I basically gave you a free turn. Where I was like,
yeah.
I was like, oh shit, I can't use Lexi's ability and then also fire an arrow.
Yeah, that's right. That's true. Yeah.
Yep. Hey, while I'm shuffling, do you have any frostbite tokens? You're probably gonna need them, just so you know.
I don't have. Well, I probably do have them.
I can somewhere. I can keep track of your frostbite on my side too.
I'll have a quick look while we're playing, and then, or I can just use a dice to signify that it's going to cost me 1 extra or something.
Okay. Alrighty.
Cool.
We'll call this shuffle good enough. And who was going first?
We need to roll, didn't we?
Yep.
Roll a dice. 2. 2 for 2.
That's a 5?
It's up to you then.
I will go first. I think that's what I want to do. Yep. All right, let's do this. Rock and roll, McDonald's.
Go.
Rock and roll, McDonald's. All right.
Grand Engin in the chat. Welcome, my friend. Yes, aim counters are doing nothing in this game. That's all. You're right.
Absolutely nothing. All right, so I will not forget my tunic trigger. So there we go. Got a tunic trigger. Hey, just for curiosity's sake, for no reason at all, how many? What's your arcane barrier that you're running? You got 2?
2. Yeah.
Okay, I'd like to ice bolt you for 5. Pitching. Yeah. Pitching this Ice Eternal. Technically float 1 resource. I'm also going to... Oh, no. Metacarpus Node is not... I was thinking this was like the Crucible of Aetherweave. I was like, yeah, I can do this every turn. No, cannot do this every turn.
No.
So this is just going to be just 5.
5. Okay.
Yeah.
So I will pitch a yellow to block 2.
Okay.
So I take 3.
Okay, and then I have instant effects. I would like to attempt to moon you for another 2, pitching this Enlightened Strike. So there's another 2 arcane damage at you.
Yeah, I will pitch 2 reds to block 2.
Okay, sweet. So you've taken a total of just 3 this turn?
Yeah.
Cool. I'm going to arsenal my final card. Pass to you.
Cool. I'll draw as well.
It's funny, like, I play Lexi and Ranger a lot, but the hero that I played most recently is actually Icelander, because I played a lot of Icelander at the Uprising World Premiere event. I played a lot of Icelander in like Blitz since then. So Icelander's probably the character that I'm most versed in, which is kind of funny.
Yeah. Yeah, she is a popular choice right now. Right, so I'm going to do this, I think. So I'm going to...
Wait, that costs 2? Yeah, that costs 2. I pitched a blue, so I had 1 floating, and then I pitched another red to Waning Moon for 2. So I had a total of 5 there. How'd you pitch of Enlightened for a moon? I had 1 floating from Ice Bolt. Ice Bolt cost 2 to play. I pitched a blue. So I had 3 with 1 resource floating, right? And then I pitched the E-Strike to create a second resource to moon. Anyway,
indeed.
Yeah, go ahead.
So I'm going to play Read the Glide Path. Next arrow gets +3. Opt. No, that goes to the bottom. I'm then going to play Read the Glide Path yellow.
Okay,
so I get plus
okay,
2.
I have a reaction to this.
Yeah.
I would like to Arsenal... from Arsenal, I would like to Ice Bolt you blue from Arsenal for 3 arcane damage. You'll get a Frostbite token. And I'm going to pitch... This is a tricky one. These are great cards. I think I'm going to pitch another another Ice Eternal. So that's going to float 1 resource here. 3 arcane damage and a frostbite token for you.
3 arcane damage, frostbite token. Yeah, okay, so I take 3. And then get a frostbite token, so my next thing costs 1 extra.
Yep.
Cool. And I opt, so I look at the top. Okay, so that's there. Do I want to put that to the bottom? Yeah, it's going to be very difficult to get through. Frostbite that has ruined the turn.
That's
I got a bit greedy.
That's what Icelander does.
Yeah. Shouldn't have played out 2. I should have just played out 1. See what happens. Right. So that's fine. So this is going to cost me 1 then. So I'm just going to Ravenous Rabble you for what? For revealing a Remorseless on top. So it's coming in for 4. That's it.
All right, coming in for
I had to
4.
pitch for that.
So you have no cards in hand?
No.
All right. Before this hits, I'm going to go ahead and moon you for 3. So that's going to float 2 resources here after that. I'll pitch in the blue here. So, moon you for 3.
Yep.
And then
11.
Then it's coming in for 4. I think at 11. I think I just take the 4 here. So I take the 4 and go down to 14.
Yep. Cool, and that's your go.
Yeah, okay. Let me get a tunic. All right, I'm going to play probably one of my most hated cards in the entire game, and I feel bad for dishing this hate out upon you, as. Oh, do I play it now or do I wait? I think I wait. But holy crap, it's brutal. I'm just gonna pass priority to you and go to Arsenal. Actually, I'm not gonna do that. I'm sorry. I'm gonna activate Coronet Peak. I think this is the move. I activate Coronet Peak, pitching this blue Aether Hail. So you have to discard a card unless you pay 1.
Pay 1. Yeah, I'll pay 1 by pitching a Bolt and Shot.
Okay, sounds good. And then that's all I can do for this turn. I'm gonna Arsenal my final card and then pass on over to you.
Okay.
Draw 4.
Tunic trigger.
Ooh, mama.
Okay. So we're going to play Take Aim. Next arrow gets +3. Reload. So I'll reload this.
All right, I have a response to Take Aim after Take Aim.
Mm-hmm.
I would like to play Channel Lake Frigid from Arsenal.
Mm-hmm.
So you're going to get a Frostbite token. I'm going to pitch... Lake Frigid triggers at the end of my phase, yeah. So I'm just going to pitch this Emeritus Scolding to pay for it. We're going to be floating 1 from Emeritus Scolding. So you have a Frostbite, and cards and activated abilities cost you an additional 1. So your next thing costs an additional 2, and then everything else will cost an additional 1.
Does indeed. Luckily, I have a blue, so I'm going to pitch a blue to come in with Remorseless for 8.
Nice. So the blue is... Yeah, gotcha. So you cleared the thing. So this comes for 8. Does this have Dominate?
No.
Okay.
So the blue pitched for the Channel Lake, the cost of the card, and the Frostbite.
Gotcha.
Yeah, so blue's covering all of that there.
Gotcha. Okay, how do I want to play this? I want to keep at least one of these in my hand. Because I can just do that. Yeah, okay, so I'm going to use... Is it worth a card in hand? Yeah, I think it's best to be a little defensive here and keep my Frigid around. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to block for 3 with an Emeritus Scolding from hand and then go to reactions.
No reactions.
I'll use my last floating resource to do a defense reaction, Sigil of Permafrost, from hand. And so this blocks for 4, and if it was fused, the next time I deal arcane damage to a hero this turn, I create that many frostbites under their control. I'm not going to fuse it because you don't have go again or anything, so the frostbites won't matter here. So that's going to block for a total of 7, 4, and 3.
Cool, so just 1 goes through then?
Yeah, I just take 1.
Yeah, and then whenever you play an action card next turn, you lose a life.
Yep, sounds good.
Cool, that's your go.
Cool, yeah, he's going. Alright, so I get a Tunic trigger. Alright, so in order to save my Lake Frigid, I need to have at least 1 ice card in my pitch. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to activate Coronet Peak, pitching this blue Aether Hail, which is an ice card. So you discard a card unless you pay 1.
Pay 1. Is that the only card? Is that the only card you've got? The ice thing.
Yep.
Right.
Yep. I'm all on the table here.
Okay.
Says, ooh, a sigil build. Love the OTK build. Yeah, it's pretty sweet when you can set up like a Frost Hex and then like an Ice Eternal, and just get them. Just get them with a bunch of little Frosties.
Yeah, it's a tough game that is, playing against all that. Okay, I'm going to pitch Memorial Ground to prevent that.
Cool, sounds good. I'm just going to go ahead and pass the turn. Frigid gets a counter, but is not destroyed because I have one ice card in my pitch zone.
Indeed.
Then I'll draw up. Past you.
Cool. Get a Tunic trigger. In order to use the Tunic, you have to pay for it.
Yeah, you do. Yeah, you do. Dude, Lake Frigid's rough. It's legit one of my least favorite cards to play against because I like playing like these greedy, like red decks. We just play a lot of red pitches.
Yeah.
It's so greedy.
It's pretty nasty.
Yeah.
But luckily I can still maintain some form of advantage here with one of my favourite cards in this iteration of my deck. That's going to be just a Snatch. I have to pay for that, so I'm just going to pitch a red. So coming at you for 4, if it hits, I draw a card.
Yeah, man, not bad. Cool. Let me think here. What do I want to do on my next turn? I think I want to do these 2. So I think I can let you hit me with that. So I'll block with this Exude Confidence for 2, and I'll take 2, and you can draw a card.
Cool, so I'll draw, and then I will go to Arsenal, and Arsenal this.
Sweet.
And then it should go.
Alrighty. Alright, let's do... We're going to start by playing an Aether Ice Vein, pitching a blue Frosting, and then we're going to fuse it with this red Aether Hail from hand. And so what that's going to do is it's going to deal 5 arcane damage to you, and then if it was fused and deals any arcane damage, you have to discard a card unless you pay 2.
Okay.
So I did fuse it with this red Aether Hail from hand.
So coming in for 5.
Yeah.
So I'll pitch a yellow, so I take 3 from that.
Oh, do I play Frost Hex in this deck? Yes, I run a few. I run a few Frost Hexes in here.
Cool, and then I have to pay 2, and then unless I discard.
Yeah.
2, pay 2. Yeah, I'll pitch another yellow then. Pitch Bolt and Shot to not discard.
Okay, and then as an instant effect, because I'm super greedy and I really want my Frigid to stick around, I'm going to activate Waning Moon, paying for it with this red Aether Hail and my Spring Tunic counters. So that's going to be 2 arcane damage to you.
Yeah, I'll pitch 2 reds to not take any damage.
Okay, and then my turn is going to end. I'm going to put another counter on Lake Frigid, but it'll stick around again because I have 2 ice cards in my pitch zone.
Yep.
Frosting and Aether Hail. And then I'll draw up, pass on over to you, man.
Cool. So because stuff still costs extra, I'm just going to pass back to you.
Sweet. Yeah. Yeah, this is pretty nice. It's pretty gross. I'm not gonna lie. I'm not gonna lie, man.
It's a pretty easy matchup for you this one.
Yeah. Well, after losing twice, maybe this will be the redemption. What are you at now, by the way?
8.
You're at 8.
Yeah. You can block 2 arcane and then 4 physical.
Cool. All right, I'm gonna demand another card from your hand. I think this is the right play here. So we are going to play a blue Aether Ice Vein from hand, pitching this Cold Snap. I think is what we want to do. We'll pitch this Cold Snap here. So I mean we'll pitch the Cold Snap and then we'll fuse with this Frost Hex from hand. So this is 3 arcane damage. And if it was fused, you have to, and deals arcane damage to you, you'll have to discard a card unless you pay 2.
So if it deals damage to me, I have to discard unless I pay 2.
Yeah, and it's
right.
It's 3 arcane.
3, okay. Stacks up pretty nicely. So I have to pitch 3 reds. No, I've only got 2 arcane barriers, so I can pitch 2 reds.
Yeah, and then you'll have to discard a card.
Unless I pay 2.
Yeah, unless you pay 2. Yeah, for sure.
Okay, I'll pay 2 then. Pay 2 reds again.
Okay, so you'll just. I'm sorry. Go ahead.
Now, how much damage does it do?
It'll just hit you for 1 then.
Okay, 1. Okay, so I'm on 7.
So you're on 7. You have no cards in your hand now?
No.
Man, if this was Storm Striders, if that was Storm Striders, man, I could see why that card's a little busted.
Absolutely.
I think I'm going to then. Ooh. I think I'm just going to Arsenal and pass. Well, do I just get in there? You're at 7?
Yep.
Oh, it's so greedy, but I kind of just want to.
Channel's going to go after this, right? As well.
Yeah. Unless I can somehow get 3 into my arsenal or into my pitch zone, which is not going to happen. It's an interesting thing if I want to moon you or not. I think I'm not going to moon you, and instead I think I'm just going to go to Arsenal my final card, and I'll draw 3. Lake Frigid will get 3 counters, and then get destroyed. That is gone. This is the bottom, and I'll draw 3. Yeah, it's your go.
Cool. Yeah.
I might have been able to go super all in and
node
and boots. I might have been able.
You're the control deck, so right now. So I think it makes more sense for you to put a card in Arsenal and just control me at this stage, because I can still do nothing. I've only got one resource. Actually, no, I can use the cross wrap. The thing's gone, so I'm gonna flip up this command and conquer to opt 1.
All right, I have a response to that after you do that.
Yeah.
So from Arsenal, I'm gonna play a Frost Hex, the one that you saw from, the one that you saw me fuse with, and I will pitch. Oh, no matter what, I'm not gonna be able to play much here because it costs 3 to play. I
do get frostbite though, don't I?
Yeah, you'll get a frostbite, and then it'll also deal you 1 arcane damage at the end of your turn for the frostbite.
Yeah.
But I think I'm going to pitch for it with this blue frosting.
Cool. Yeah. And then, because I don't have any cards in hand, I've got frostbite. I can't do anything else, so I'll take a damage from the frost hex.
Before the turn's done, I would like to Waning Moon you for 3, pitching this red freeze point and this sink below. So it's just 3 arcane damage.
So 3, yeah. So I'll take 3, and then also take 1 from the thing. So I just take 4 basically. Mm-hmm. So I go down to 3.
Okay. Yep. Sounds good. Go ahead and bottom these. Go. Yeah, my turn's just going to be basically arsenaling and passing, I think. So we'll get a tunic counter here, and then I'm just going to arsenal pass back to you.
Okay.
Interesting. Interesting.
So use the tunic trigger to activate the bow to look at the top card.
Mm-hmm.
Okay.
Let's see. Do I have a reaction? I do not. I do not have any.
Activate Azalea's ability.
Yeah, man.
So you put bolt and shot into the arsenal with dominate.
Nice.
Gonna play Seek and Destroy to give it +3.
Nice.
Seek and Destroy to give it +3.
Okay. All right.
And then we're gonna fire this at you for 10.
Okay. All right. I have some questions here. How many cards do you have in your hand?
2.
You have 2 cards in hand. Do you have any resources floating?
No resources floating.
Okay. So I would like to go to reactions.
Okay.
From hand, I would like to react with a Sigil of Permafrost, pitching a Sigil of Permafrost that'll float 2 resources here, because its Sigil only costs 1 to play. I'm also going to fuse it with this Channel Lake Frigid. So it says, if it's fused, the next time I deal arcane damage to a hero this turn, create that many Frostbite tokens under their control. And I would also like to use one of these resources to play Oasis Respite from my arsenal. So this will block a total of 8 incoming damage here.
8. Okay. I might as well rain raises that as well then, so it goes up to 12.
Okay. So I'll take 4 here.
You take 4, yeah.
Okay.
That's it.
Okay, I have some more effects. Hold on. So cool. I'll take 4. So wait, let's see. I was at 11. Take 4 going down to 7. And then before the turn is over, I would like to pitch. I think we want to pitch. We're gonna play. We're gonna activate Waning Moon. I do need to pitch another card to do this though. I think we want to pitch this Cold Snap here. So this is gonna be 3 arcane damage to you, and every time it hits you for arcane damage, I will get a Frostbite. You'll get a Frostbite token, and then Frost Hex will deal damage to you at the end of your turn equal to the number of Frostbites that you have. So this is
so
yes 3.
I can only arcane barrier 1 with this red, and then I die to the frost bites at the end of my turn.
Yeah, so you'll take 2 from the moon, and then you'll take 2 from the frost bites.
That's right. Nice.
All right. Yeah, man. Good game.
Yeah,
that's what
preyed upon the the lack of arcane barrier and the red liners there.
Yeah, that's
what I could do about that.
Definitely true. Yeah, as some folks were asking, this is basically like a sort of like an OTK deck. Use a lot of defense reactions like Sink Belows, Sigils, and Oasis Respites, and then we try to like burn them out with Ice Eternals and Frost Hexes to get like a big damage. And then most of the time we want to force cards out of their hand, so like Coronet Peak, and then the other one, Aether Ice Vein. That's kind of the goal.
Fusion 1, yeah.
Yeah. What I really love about this deck is it's a more like control-y style deck, but it's not like Oldhim where you're just like block hammer, block hammer. Like you actually, it's more fun in my opinion, because you set up these cool turns where you actually have like this interplay between them. Yeah, good stuff.
No, that's good.
And then I also have, if I want to try to wombo combo, I have Exude Confidence in the deck. This is not like the pummel build, right? I'm not running the pummel stuff. So I have like E-Strike and whatnot, but
catch you off guard with the Frost Fangs and all that sort of stuff.
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah.
I'm not really sure. Oh, go ahead. I love how we said the same thing.
We're both just not sure at this point.
Yeah.
I probably should not have played with Perch Grapplers in that game. I probably should have played with the Null Rune Boots to prevent more arcane damage. I don't know what I was doing in that situation.
Yeah, either Null Rune or maybe Snapdragons to get the free go again.
Yeah.
But You run Bull and Easter eggs? I do not run Bull, but I do run Easter eggs. Yeah.
Bill has just messaged us in the Living Legends chat saying "Seek and Destroy." So you must have seen that last that last turn we did. So
yeah, awesome.
He's probably ready to roll on the podcast now as well.
Yeah, we should probably duck soon. That was a lot of fun. Thank you everyone for joining us for this. I think we had one of the larger turnouts for one of these streams. People love seeing some live flesh and blood.
Exactly.
We'll be back probably next week with another game. Probably more flesh and blood. Maybe with Az, maybe with someone else. I don't know. We'll see. We'll see how schedules line up. My last question for folks out there is I put in Mage Master instead of Storm Striders for Icelander. Let me know what your pick is over anything else. I was considering also Time Skippers, but I think Mage Master might be a little better. So you can try to get a big wombo turn, but I'm not 100% sure. It might just be defensive options. You might just want to run the stupid Ironhide boots or something, which is which is funny. Yeah, man. Az, if you'd like to shill your stuff so folks can go find all of your Azalea goodness.
Yeah, definitely. So first of all, thank you very much for everyone who's joined the stream today. It was good fun. The first two games, I think, did showcase the spoiler card that I got, and everyone's going to be able to use soon enough when Dynasty comes out. But yeah, I'm Az from Go Again Gaming. So if you're watching this now in the future, go and check out my my channel. Very close to 1,000 now. Hopefully, I'll hit that by the end of the year. But yeah, it's always good fun to jam these games. So thanks for the invite, and thanks for just letting me play my favourite hero for the last hour and a half, 2 hours almost now.
Hell yeah, man. I played my 3 favorite heroes. The only one that I didn't play was my own Azalea deck, which I do have right here.
Yeah.
Right here. So, yeah, man. That was a lot of fun. Thank you all for watching. Hope you join us for the next live stream.
Yeah.
Live scream.
Yeah. Oh, God.
So someone did say, search in, seek and destroy.
Yeah.
That was so good that we'll get copyright claimed by Metallica.
That's it. Yeah.
Anyway.
Yeah.
Thanks again for watching, everyone. It's been a great time. We'll see you next time.
Yeah. See you later.
And yes, maybe defensive boots. Anyway, see you next time.
See ya.